Greetings and salutations of peace. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself at this time. We call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamin. I am Ital Iman. It is truly overstood or understood that many of you have made great intellectual progress. And there are many of you who feel that you are woke, that you are the chosen. This fact is of physics. Two objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time. Therefore, God and one man has always been the majority. We have reached a time in our history, in this story, this allegory, metaphor, and simile of life, a pivotal point. We have heard of the mothership, Nibiru, has become a pivotal reality. The poles are shifting. This is the pivotal point of all the prophecies. But what is most important to us is the prophecy of the Hopi. The Hopi are a people of the Americas Southwest who were created by the Anunnaki. We say created, but that don't really explain it. From the relationship of the Olmec, who were the ancient Anunnaki. Thoth is a central figure of the Olmec. In the year 3113 BC, Thoth left Egypt, came over to the Americas as Quetzalcoatl, the plumed serpent, founded the Tzolk'in, the 64-unit matrix, the genetic sounding board, the calendar, based upon the activities of the sun, 3113 BC, caused Venus to tilt on her axis. This is around the third pole shift. At that time, Venus shifted. The earth did not shift at that time, but there was very climactic changes upon the earth. So the Hopis say that we are living in the fourth world, going into the fifth. So that means that there have been 3 entrances of Nibiru every 3,600 years. So at this time, the Hopi wisdom, they migrated from Central America, Masau, symbolic of the Anunnaki, the Olmec, told the Hopi to migrate to the America's Southwest. And when they felt the vibration, for instance, the three Hopi mesas, are aligned with the three stars in the belt of Orion, just as the three pyramids on the Giza Plateau aligned with the three stars in the belt of Orion, and those three stars points to Sirius. The three Hopi mesas point to Chaco Canyon, the house of bread, which represents Sirius. So at this time, these prophecies are being fulfilled. And many of you feel that you are becoming woke. The fact is that right now, the year 2025 is a very pivotal point. We see the unrest in LA, the city of the Los Angeles, the martial law, the planes crashing from the skies, and the scientists are not aware that it is because of the solar flares, of the solar activities, the same activities that cause Venus to tilt on her axis and then begin to travel backwards. The same thing is happening again. The prophecies are being fulfilled, the purification prophecies of the Hopi. So we are focused on the Hopi prophecies because the Hopi and the Dogon has the same rituals. The Dogon are the people, the priests who left Egypt at a certain time, intact with the survival information for the people in the Americas currently. So the Anunnaki, the ant people, the Hopi word for ant is Anu, the people that led the Hopi underground at the end of the third world. The Anunnaki, the Olmec. The Hopi is a result of the Olmec and the Chinese people. And if you will study the works of the Rastafari Mystery School, you will understand the Hopi prophecies. But this discourse today is apropos because martial law is being implemented. Everything in the Americas have become helter-skelter. And it is apropos, it is important that black people specifically, because black people are the indigenous people, we are the mothers and fathers of creation, we are the leaders of all other races. So it is expedient, or it is best for the other races to follow the black people. Now we understand that all black people are not on the one. Here at the Rastafari Mystery School, we have fused all the different elements of our culture into one great synthesis, and here at the top there is no contradiction. But know that Babylon, the current government, has been raised up 1776 just to be brought down. Satan plans a plan. Allah also plans a plan, and Allah is the best of planners. Allah is the collective Anunnaki. So America is a symbol of the proof of the power of the Anunnaki who raised them up just to bring them down at the correct time. All the ancient cultures survived a certain period of time, 600 years, 900 years. Note that America is only about 200, etc. years. The time is up. And in the esoteric teachings, it is brought out that you see the reality of what is taking place in this theater of the absurd. So we are not concerned about the theater Our focus is on the wisdom of Sirius. And in the year 2027 will be the 11th Dogon Sigi ceremony, aligned with the ancient wisdom of the rotation of our sacred star Patolo around the brightly shining star, Sirius A as it is called, every 49.9 years, rounded off until 50 years. And Dogon, why? They say to renew the earth, because every 6,000 years there is a natural disaster, flood, etc. So the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. We have reached higher grounds. The 6 has gone beyond the 9. Remember, the scripts, i.e. Bible, etc., is allegory, metaphor, and simile. Every noun has a deeper level of meaning. So we see martial law in the streets. So don't really focus upon that. Know that Allah, God, and one man has always been the majority. So when you understand the codes, you are an observer, not a person merely reacting. The time of Babylon was actually up in 9/11. But that's something that the sages know. So we are in the age of Aquarius as of 2012. So what we see out of our window is not reality. This discourse is that you know that the gods, or you can say God, but in essence it is Elohim, more than one. The gods, collective Anunnaki, Allah, code word, is in charge. The poles are shifting. So what is taking place is that the Anunnaki promised to return to rescue their relatives, their descendants, from the natural disaster that is about to happen. And this is all coded into the rituals of the Islamic faith, the Adhan, the call to prayer. So it is time for us to come and unite. Now, the reality is that everyone is family, no matter where you African Americans, so-called, or people in the diaspora of Africa, Asia, Europe. All black people are one people. There was a time 445,000 years ago, there was nothing upon the plane of earth, what we call now earth. Nothing was here. So we, Anu and his children, came from a place in the far away called Nibiru, the planet of the crossing, due to technological difficulties to mine gold to patch up the ozone layer of the planet. There was nothing here. So in vitro, we, let us create man in our own image, created the Aduma, genetically engineered primitive workers, the Adum. It is written in a place for us to see the Popol Vuh. They were called mannequins, or mankind, mere puppets, mannequins, one who mimicked, or the carbon copy that mimicked the carbon, the original ones, created by via in vitro from monkeys. We are the guys that terraform the earth. So every black person, no matter whether he's in Asia, Europe, Africa, anywhere, we are the same people. Genetically or DNA difference, cause of the environment, the food we ate, etc. We are the same people. Anunnaki. This is a mixture. America is a perfect example. America is called the melting pot. The reality is there's a witch stirring the melting pot of red, white, and blue, the cauldron. But we here at the Rastafari Mystery School come to give you right information. Information place right information, which is a science dubbed by Malachi York Nuwabu, right information. Information placed right in order. So this art is as a collage. So in this hour, 6/13/2025, June 13th, Friday the 13th, few days after the moon, it is very apropos that you know that what is coming down from the heavens is information preparing you for the 11th Dogon Sigi ceremony in 600 years. Dogon says the brightly shining star Patolo rotates around the brightest star, Sirius A, Sirius B, the sacred star Patolo, the heaviest of them all, rotates around the brightly shining star Sirius A, 49.9 years, or rounded off 50 years. It is celebrated 60 years, every 60 years, Sigi ceremony. Why? To renew the earth, because every 6,000 years there is a flood, natural disaster, etc. Noah was 600 years when the floods came. So this information is placed in a certain order. Many are called, but few are chosen. One man and the gods, Allah, has always been the majority. So you should align yourselves with the teachings of the Rastafari Mystery School. If not, you will be caught up in the madness, in the helter-skelter. The thing that the present government is doing, the President Trump, he was chosen to do what he is doing, but we must understand that we must do what we must do. And in the teachings, not the teachings of Farad Muhammad, the code is there, but the reality is, the alignment is with the Rastafari teachings, the ancient Olmec teachings, the ancient Egyptian teachings. It is one teaching. The ancient Hopi teachings is one teaching. When the poles shift, we are directed to go to a certain area at a certain time, face a certain direction, chanting or delivering certain sound vibrations that the gods come and rescue us. It is binding on them, says Quran, to answer our prayer. So in the codes of the Adhan, the call to prayer by the Muazzin in the Islamic ritual is the key to our salvation. The Hopi and the Dogon has the same ritual because the Hopi were sent out from Mexico to migrate into the American Southwest to find the right vibration, the three Hopi Mesas, who aligned with the three stars in the belt Orion that points towards Chaco Canyon, which represents the Sirius star system, as the three pyramids on the Giza Plateau align with the three stars in the belt of Orion that points to Sirius. So this is the ancient wisdom, the synthesis of the ancient wisdom held by the Rastafari as written in the Holy Book of Wonder, a project that took 36 years in the making, 3,600 years, the elliptical orbit of Nibiru. Bob Marley passed away at the age of 36. The 2,600 year movement of the sun is found in the codes of Bob Marley's birth. This is the information. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamin. In the days of old, God was called Yahweh. In essence, Yahweh is Enki, the Anunnaki. In this time, 21st century, it is called the Holy Master Blaster Jamin. And in the Masonic rite, it is stated, when the correct name of God is pronounced, heaven and earth will shake. Heaven and earth is currently shaking. Hurricanes, earthquakes, volcanic explosions. When the name of God is pronounced correctly, which is YHVH, i.e. Essence, Enki, Anunnaki, Master Blaster Jamming, in the 21st century, heaven and earth will shake. It's already shaking. So when we pronounce that name at the right time, at the right place, Anunnaki will remember the covenant as it is written in a place for us to see. When the children of Israel, children of the light, Nibiru, Sirius, call out to the gods in unity, God, Yahweh, remember the covenant. Master Blaster Jamming is the correct name of God. Fear not. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself of this time. We simply call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamming. We free our people with music as our prophet Burhani Selassie, light of the Trinity, power of the Trinity, i.e. Bob Marley has said. Bob Marley was given the ring of the king, the ancient ring of the Anunnaki. Suleiman, queen of Saba, Sheba, Anana, and Enki. The reality of Suleiman, of Solomon, is Enki, son of Anu, queen of Sheba, Anana, consort of Enki. The Bible is allegory, metaphor, and simile. Every noun has a deeper level of meaning. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself of this time. We call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamming. I am Ital, Iman, a spiritual traveler of this world. I come to let you know that music is a key to life. So align yourselves with this information because the poles are shifting, started shifting in the year 2000, May 5th. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter aligned with the earth for the first time in 6,000 years. It is a progression, the polarized shift. Study my teachings here at the Rastafari Mystery School. The polarized shift from the break-off of the Ross Ice Shelf in the year 2000. It is culminating. Go up top the Empire State Building and jump off is going to take you some time. So this is a culmination, just like the Rastafari movement is a progression. From the inception, the year 1930, the Rastafari movement has been growing. It has been progressing. So this is the essence. The Holy Book of Wonder is the definitive book of the Rastafari movement. We are not concerned with your beliefs. The ancient Egyptian, the ancient American spiritual system, written on the walls of the Great Pyramid, Chaco Canyon, Egypt, reveals the wisdom that is in the Holy Book of Wonder. So order the Holy Book of Wonder right now. It is very apropos. It is essential that you order the Holy Book of Wonder and understand everything that you have come up with, you have learned via the World Wide Web, Internet, Ethernet, etc., is within the Holy Book of Wonder. 36 years before the Internet's inception. The Holy Book of Wonder began in the year 1981 at the Rally for Peace press conference held by Song Life, i.e. Stephen Morris. The Rastafari movement is an esoteric movement, it is an occult movement, a hidden movement. The Chilam Balaam, Jaguar priest, or interpreter Jaguar, the hidden Imam, the so-called Muslim scholars are not aware that some may be, they won't acknowledge it, that Quran was dictated by so-called angel Gabriel, but the essence of the angel Gabriel is Lord Enki of Anunnaki. Metaphorically taught and allegorically taught the Prophet Muhammad in a cave. The reality is the poets, Surah 26 quoted is Anunnaki. Surah 51, the scatterers, El Dariyat, is Anunnaki, the ones who scattered the broadcast throughout the earth and the boundless universe. Surah 51, the lateral base of the Great Pyramid slopes upward at 51 degrees to the apex. The code is there. You are now in 2. Reverse the number 51. Go to Surah 15, the rock. You will hear of the guest of Abraham. Surah 51, verse 24. Have you not heard of the guest of Abraham? Anunnaki. We have fused all the different elements of our culture into one great synthesis. We are the God race. At this time, you are now in tune. We return to reclaim the pyramids. We return to claim the ancient wisdom of the indigenous people of the Americas who are Anunnaki. So the poles are shifting. We are dictated by our ancient forefathers, by the wisdom of the Hopi and the Dogon. Where to go, what to say, how to survive the coming cataclysm, the coming deluge, the current helter-skelter. But the powers that think they be are distracting us by the sundry padrones. But don't worry. Follow the teachings of the blind seer. Follow the teaching of the poet, author, mystic, Ital, Iman. Wisdom of the ancient Hopi, the oldest red man in the Americas, the true red men of the America, sanctioned by the Anunnaki, the Hopi, the peaceful ones. Give thanks and praises to my brothers, my late brothers, Grandfather Martin, keeper of the sacred stone tablets. We have fulfilled the prophecy of the return of the white one, the return of the elder brother Bohana. Give thanks and praises for the meeting of Thomas Ben-Ktifa in the year 1992, right before he went to the United Nations to deliver the Hopi prophecies to the United Nations. We met. You are now in tune. On the one, the force itself of this time. We call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamming. Rastafari is Earth's rightful ruler, King of kings, Lords of lords. The Rastafari is a movement created by the subtle majesty of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, 225th king from the Solomonic lineage, the lineage of the powerful, bright ones, Anunnaki. Yes, I am.